Howdy y'all, and welcome to Jab Plays. Today we'll be playing Immortality Factory. I have to apologize. I thought I hit the record button and I didn't hit the record button, and because the way this game is, I have no way of going back. So we unlocked I had a stockpile of these crystals right here, and we unlocked something. Now we're unlocking using the fish bowls, which is I call them fish bowls, they're tainted water, and we got chaos salt going right now. It was 130, we're down to 19 to basically double the speed of our refineries. And the way we went about it is basically we are sinking the crystals, the mana crystals, into the trash, just so we can get only the byproduct of this, which is we're using this recipe right here, which are called liquid curse, to make the fish bowls and the salts. So that's where we're at right now. We're 90% of the way. I was working on building another line, but the problem with building another line is we need to get this going. Now, we did unlock a recipe that makes, instead of 3 obsidian to make this, it's only 2 obsidian to make that. So we'll definitely be looking this into the future. We're trying to unlock speed, double the refined speed, and then we'll sell stuff. I don't know what sell stuff means, but we'll find out. I will say this, I am enjoying the game. The game's a lot of fun. It's fun to try to think of how you're going to manage all these resources, what you're going to keep, what you're going to throw away. It's something that's fun, you know, to get a cup of coffee and just kind of relax and go, all right, let me figure out this puzzle one piece at a time. However, I do think that there's going to become a point in time that we're going to have to run multiple recipes at the same time, and I'm thinking that time is probably going to be happening today. All right, so let's do the unlock of the salts. Yep, you go into there, and how many do we need? We need 66. Each one of these holds 18, I think. 8 and 8 is 16 plus 1 on each end. So if you max it out, that's 18. The problem that we're going to run into is that we're going to get more fish bowls, and we're going to get salts, because it's 3 fish bowls to 1 salt. But on the other hand, I think we'll be fine. What does it take to get 1 more storage unit in case we need a storage unit? It's just 1 more rock. No, I was about to say we'll get to 1 more rock here in a minute, but that involves messing all this stuff up right now, and I think we'll be fine. Because what I can do is I can just get this. We can get a trash can, and once these 2 are full, we can just put it into the sink, and it'll be fine, right? If 2 full vaults of tainted water isn't good enough, I mean, well, it'll be fine. We can make more. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna let this run. And when we get close to unlocking this, which unlocks the new machine and new recipes, we'll ooh and ah. And then the other thing is we'll see what new things do we get to research. Part of me is super stoked to look at it. The other part of me is scared. So, you know, put yours in the comment. How do you feel about this? All right, I'll see y'all here in a few minutes. All right, guys, we're back. As you can see, we just need 2 more. I did move some stuff around and made stuff to get storage, but as you can see, we've got 4 of these going, and we've got it synced. And the thing that we're running into is it is getting backlogged, right? So you can see This one's not, until this one clears out, it's not going to work. So really only 3 of them are working right now. It's backlogged. But on the other hand, it's done, right? So we did what we had to do. And I think that's part of the way this game is that you just have to do what you got to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the syncs, right? That way that when it gets backlogged, it stops and we just kind of go what's next. You know, we'll just there. That'll stop that from making. And we can take a look at research. So I was right about the research. The research are going to take these coins, whatever these coins are. We've got a new machine somewhere. I think it's this. So, all right, well, I need 2 more salts. We'll get 2 more salts here in a minute. Let's see. There's one. One more salt, please. So we can, so I can show the peeps what a sub-dimensional market is. I'm guessing it works like a sink, but we get coins out of it. All right, so let's see. I can just put it right here. And let me put one of these into there. And okay, we get a coin out of it. Okay, I see how this works. So at this level, we get this kind of coin. Once we get up to this level, we get the other kind of coin. And then we have to get to the top to get a other coin. That's my guess. We're just gonna let it go to see if that's the thing. Okay, it works exactly the way I thought it worked. So this bottom one is a copper coin, right? And as long as you have this go somewhere, it'll keep making 1 copper coin. As you see this, it stacks it up and it's another copper coin. When it gets to this point, it's going to be a silver coin. And if this is plugged up, if you go all the way to the top, it makes gold coins. So in research, you see how it says we need copper, silver, gold. So there's all that. We got a new recipe. We can make these things out of 2 fish bowls and a coin in a unifier. What does a unifier look like? This. All right. So if I take 1 fish bowl, 2 fish bowls, and a coin, it will make this thing. That thing is called a vial of blood. All right. So cool. It says we can sell it, I guess. So let's look at recipes now. All right. So now that we have all the recipes that are available to us, we have to figure out 300 of these bad boys unlocks a new recipe, life force. 90 of these will get us a new recipe of a bright shard, whatever that is. This is bigger splitters and mergers. And this increases lab speed drastically. All right, cool. So the question is, based on what we know, how do we move forward? And I think the answer is we need to get what we need to get is obsidian. So let's get as much obsidian as we possibly can. Dang it. Come here. Put you in there for right now. We'll hand feed the obsidian for just a scotch. And because we need the obsidian to make these X's. And those are made in disharmonizer, so I have to grab one of these and disconnect it, put that into there, because we need these things, whatever these things are called. It's not on my thing, but it will be on my thing here in a second as soon as we made one. There, a gloom shard. All right, so, and I need 3 of them. Now, here's the beautiful thing, right? You see how it gave us 2 of them? So if I have a merger, and I say, hey, I want you to go into there, and you to go in there, and you to go back there. It kind of helps the process a little bit, right? Because 2 is going to make a thing. We just need... Oh, I need to clear this out. Put that there. And this is saying I only need 2, but this is saying there's 3 in there. Will it leave 1 back? So it will leave 1 back. It will make 1. So basically, it's like kind of diminishing returns, right? So every time it disenchants, it takes 2 to disenchant it, but then we can circle it back to make 1. So it's kind of winning. So what we can kind of do is basically, you know, oh man, I got things I gotta get rid of, yo. There. I need to get organized. But we need more of those little X things, whatever those X things are called. But I can get it this way. This should be enough to give us the 3rd. I have 3 X's. All right, cool. So I can build another one. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, Jab, you already have this all going on. Why do you want to build another one? And well, that's a fair question. It's getting warm in here. Let me turn some air on. So let me go through my thought process. My thought process is, wait, no, I need this, right? And what we can do is we can hook up this into this, this into this, here into here, right? Grab one of these, put it like so. Grab that, and then we're gonna run, no, I can direct feed these. So I can run that into there, into there. Then if I take another one, and set it up the same exact way. Oh, that's wrong. We don't want the juice in there. We want... We'll just connect it back the way it's supposed to be. Do that, do that, do that. Put that into there. Put this into here. All right, now hang on a second. The question is, do I need red? I do need red crystals. So we do need red crystals, but we're also going to need more of these bad boys too. So what I'm trying to think is, how do we get this going? And that's an interesting idea. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a cup of coffee and think about this for a minute, and when I get it figured out, I'll bring you guys back. At the time of this recording, we have 12 subscribers in the channel. If you're enjoying the story and the challenge, hit the subscribe button. Help us get to 100. Alright, I'm back, guys. I think I came up with a configuration that works. I'm just going to say this. I moved stuff. I fiddled around with a bunch of different stuff off camera, and just realized I come to the conclusion that really we want to work on this. And right now, 3 of these coin makers is the best I can do for right now. So what we'll do is we'll just hook this up, hook that up, hook this up, hook this up, and we'll just let it go, and I'll explain what's going on. So we've got the air pumps that are coming in here that's making these things, right? The purple dust. So we're using this recipe right here, right? 3 of the crystal shards to make 2 of the purple dust, this and that. The proper names: mana dust, silica powder, and liquid curse. We're syncing everything except for the silica powder. The silica powder are coming into each of the coin makers directly, and then they're just making a coin. And then it's shipping into this bank here, vault, into another vault for overflow, and we're just letting it go. So right, we started off with 300, we're at 270, 269, you know. It's going to go as fast as it can go, but eventually we're going to get to the point that it's not going to. We're at a standstill, and the reason why we're at a standstill is there's a recipe of life force, and no matter how I look at the components, there's just nothing that makes any sense right now until we can get another component and maybe it balances out and makes sense. Right now it just doesn't, so I'm just going to let it go, and when we get our 300 we'll come back. All right, while I was watching this, I did think about something. So what we can do is we can try something different. Let me wait until this finishes, and the idea is I'm going to switch this to there, and I'm going to switch this to there. And what I'm hoping is that it will go through these 2 pink things quicker than it can make 2 more pink things. All right, so there's 1. But I think the problem is it's not fast enough. Well, maybe. All right, well, okay, in theory, we can get 2 coins made that way. but I'm thinking eventually it's going to back up. Well, hey, that's improvement. So let's just go ahead and do this. We will, do the same. If it's good for one, it's good for all three. I just gotta catch it on its cycle. All right, there. There. All right, let's back out and all right, now the problem is we may be making too many coins. All right, let's let it go and see how this works. We may be making too many coins this way, and okay, we are definitely making too many coins this way. So let's adjust this. So what I can do is I can take this one, put that there. We'll take this one, put that one there. Because it's definitely backing up. I've got a silver coin. I'm gonna end up having a silver coin here too. All right, maybe that wasn't such a great idea after all. Fine, we can just set it back the way it was. And we'll just let it run. How many more we need? 127. All right. It was a shot in the dark. It just didn't work out that way. All right, we're just about at there. Maybe a couple more. And then we can see what we unlocked. Yay, what did we unlock? It's all right, so we unlocked this recipe right here. It is well, good lord. So now we have a reason to make this because we need this and this. So this is cool, right? Because now this recipe right here matters because now we can run this into here. So we can take that into there. We can take two of those into there. We can take one of these to put into the coin maker, right? To make this. And it will make one of these. So if we get two of these, we can get one of these being made. Interesting. All right, now the question is, I don't know what it is. It's made in a unifier, so let's do this. Let me find a unifier. Is that a unifier? I think this is the unifier they're talking about. And the recipe is two of these. So I've got one. I've got two. Now, do I have a, talk to me, Goose? I don't have any of, all right, well. We can get one really fast, right? Because this will make that. Any second now. I just need one. It's kind of reminds me of, you know what it looks like? It looks like a Hostess snowball. All right. So once we make one, we'll be able to see what it's called. Until you make one, it doesn't show up here, even though you unlocked it. And the answer is... it's a life force. Is it supposed to be a bird, or is it supposed to be like a voodoo doll? The answer is yes, I think. All right, so fine. The question is, where do we go next? I could try to unlock bigger coins, right? Which means we need silver coins. Now, if my understanding is correct, these bad boys right here. All right, so depending on what we put in it, it sells for more. Okay, so well, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna disconnect these so it doesn't have any more going in. It's a shame that we can't take coins and refine them in more coins, but it's a whatever. All right, let me get my voodoo doll and put it over here for right now. And let me just kind of think think in the box, out of the box. Well, yes. Let me think for a second and figure out what's the next, what makes sense. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to see if I put, it says some things are made or worth more. So we've been just putting the silica in, right? We've just been putting silica in, and silica is made out of, from which we're using it from this recipe. So the question is, if I make this, one of these, what does it change? Do we get more for it? So the answer is going to be, let me just take one of these. I'm okay with losing whatever's in there. Let's just do some testing, right? So if I put one of these in there, what do we get out of it? All right, it's just a coin. Okay. Well, fine. If we put one of these in it, oh, we get 3 coins for one of these. Well, hang on a second. So if I do this, hang on a second, I get 3 coins. So is it 2 to make one? 1, 2, 3. How many of these would I have to put in here to make one of those? So there's 2. Is it 10? So there's 2, there's 5. This should be 8. All right, now here's the problem. Is it 3 or 4 to do that? Oh, good Lord. I need help. All right, not a problem. So we could do that. What if we put one of these in there? What is this worth? Is it worth more? Oh my. Alright, this is what we want to put in there. Because we're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this. So, alright, cool. Now the question is, All right, now I got to reverse engineer everything. Oh, that's not bad. So it's just as simple as putting 2 of these in here to make this. We can get one of those. All right. So if I come up here and we kind of look at this. Let me hook this up. So if we continue with the air pumps and we're doing this, we're going to get 2 dusts, 1 bottle, and a silica, right? Okay, so the recipe is 3 silica, make 1 of these. I need 2 of these to make this. I can recycle the silica back in to do that. So give me a second. Let me get some something to write on. A cup of coffee. I'll get this all figured out and I'll bring y'all right back. All right, guys, we are back. That is what we're going to be researching. So I've got it going. I figured out how to get this going. So let me walk you through exactly what's going on. So basically, I used the same setup that we had. I just changed a few things. So basically, we're syncing everything except for the powdered silica. The powdered silica is coming in here and making obsidian, right? So the obsidian is coming in here. It's going to fill this up. Then it's going to deconstruct this. And it's going to give us 2 silica and the red X, right? So if we look at it, 2 silica go over here to make an obsidian that shoots it over here into this second one to deconstruct. The silica from here is going to shoot into here. So this is like a reserve loop. This one will go all the time. This one will go some of the time. Then the red ones are going to come over here. They're going to come into this holding box. And then they're going to be split in between these 2 coin makers. And I have the coin makers coming into a merger that's coming into here, right? So it's going as fast as it possibly can. I could try to double up this entire thing, but the problem is I don't have enough stuff to double it up right now, because I would need, well, I would need more of these, and I need gold coins to build those. And right now I would need 1. I could get by, maybe, but at this point, we can just let it do its thing, or, well, hang on a second. Do I have, all right, hang on a second. Let's do this. You can see me do this live. All right, so we can go there. I can take this, I can put that there. We can grab this and kind of put that there, grab that, put that there, hook that into there, that into there. I'm gonna need a merger. All right, connect, 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 connect. Do I have abyssals? I'm gonna need 2 abyssal doors. There's 1. There's 2. Now I'm gonna need another merger, because if 1 wasn't good enough, 2's better. Okay, so there's another merger. So I can basically do like this, this, this. Get rid of this into there. Get rid of that into there. And then I need another merger to go into here, connect you into there. Let's see. Connect you into there, and then you into there. All right, that will send all of that into here. Now my concern is that there's going to be a backup, right? Maybe, maybe not. We're at 80%. No, I think this is going to work fine. Yeah, this was faster, right? But I think we're unlocking the ability to make it faster. No, we're unlocking bigger splitters and mergers. I don't know what that means. But on the other hand, yeah, we're cruising right around. We're at 90%, so it's working. This is fine for here. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if this is how this game is designed to be played, or are we gonna have to make multiple things in one going? Because eventually we're gonna have to research. What I've noticed is as you after you used it for research, then the components are only used for making more stuff. So it's kind of funky, but oh, all right. So we completed. Where are the? Oh. Okay, so there's a bigger merger. We can put 1, 2, 3, 4. We can put 5 inputs and 1 output. And then I'm guessing that the bigger splitter is the opposite. So there you go. We've got something. At this point, we can get a bright shard, which probably is not a bad idea. And what did we unlock in here? Nothing. So yeah, this is where we're at right now. And the bright shard's 83. And I don't think this is gonna take too terribly long, right? All right, put a guess in the comment section of how long you think this is gonna take. I'll let you know, and we'll be right back. All right, while I'm thinking about it, you know what? Let's try something out here. So I could run those over there. And then I can slowly run. Let's see. Let's disconnect that. Take this, move this over. Let's grab this to do like that. We can put that there. We can put that there, and then we can do that. Okay, that seems to be helping the process. If I had more of these, I would, but in order to get more of these, I have to make gold coins. So All right, so that's speeding up the progress. We're at 62%. We only need 33 more. So, yep. All right, let's speed up time. All right, we're at 96%. And I was worried about this backing up, and it's not backing up at all. So I'm very happy about that. I wish there was a way for me to do something with this extra stuff, but with the way this setup is, I think that we could build more onto it when we get more stuff that's available to us. And just like that, we've completed that. So, oh good Lord. Okay, we've got a lot of stuff that we're gonna have to deal with. So, let me. How do I stop this? I think we disconnect that. We disconnect that, and that should put a stop to everything. I wanted to see what the new recipe that we unlocked. Okay, so we unlocked this golden thing. So we need a, yep, give me that. We need this. What is it made? It's made in Unifier. All right, so we need that, and I need a coin. So let's, oh good Lord. I just wasted all those coins. All right, I want to make one because I don't know what it's called, and until I make one, we can see what it's called. And survey says it's a bright shard. All right, so here's the thing I'm going to tell you. Feeding this, we could get it done. All right, just out of curiosity, what is it? You know, if I stick a bright shard in here, let's do it this way. Let's move this one around. Let's get a bank. Yeah, do I have a bank somewhere? Yeah, we can use this bank. I'm not worried about the coins. We'll just stick it in there. We'll hook that up, and I'm just curious. How many coins do we get out of this bad boy? That's a lot. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, and then this. So that's quite a bit. All right, guys, if you made it this far, you guys are rock stars, and I really appreciate it. I'm digging the way this game is played. It definitely hits, it scratches a certain itch in my brain, and I'm really, the more it unfolds, the more I appreciate it. And, you know, tell me in the comment section what you guys think about this. All right, guys, if I don't see you in between now and then, or now and this weekend, have a fantastic week. And as always, happy farming.